Tunde,
Hold on,
hold
hold
on.
on. All right,
Tunde,
hold
so
on.
this is what I was
I
saying that
started
you
I
missed it.
started this argument. Wait. See, I knew things like this were gonna happen, and me, I cannot let things slide, especially during Arsenal heydays now that we're competing. You cannot be throwing
Which
games like that.
days?
So wait,
Arsenal
wait.
days we turn the
Hold
trophy.
on, wait. That's why I couldn't get Saratoga water, but I brought some water for Tunde. There's ice already. There's ice. Tunde, on behalf of you,
Balogun,
so that he
see.
can land.
Yeah.
He, he doesn't
Yeah.
know what's going on now. He doesn't know what's going on. But
Yeah.
I brought the water for him.
I'm lost.
Okay.
I'm lost. What is
Today,
going on?
yeah, no,
So
the
he,
Saratoga water,
he doesn't know
Oh my
what's going
ice
on.
face,
days. That's
baby
cool. That's
face,
cool. That's cool.
whatever.
That's cool.
Tunde,
That's
so
cool.
this is what
No.
Tunde, this is what I need you to understand.
That's
What I
unfair.
need you to understand is this: is that what I'm even talking about is not now, and I'm saying it's part of the things that made it look like Serie A was at. As in when Serie A started dropping, it's part of what made it look that way. When AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Juventus were the three big boys, and Roma was trying to, rub shoulder with them, we didn't actually have this situation of Juventus every year just picking the best player from Atalanta or Ascoli or Lazio. Like it was not what was
No, that's not
happening at that
that's
time.
not true. It has always been like that. That's
No,
not
they
true.
buy. Of course, you
Where did you
buy
buy
players.
Nesta from? Where did you buy Sidor from? Where did you buy
See,
Kaladze
they
from?
buy.
These are
But
players we bought them from other smaller
okay,
clubs now. We saw the quality and then we
everybody
get
will
from
still
them.
buy.
Lazio was not technically small when we bought
Yeah,
Nesta
at the
for
time,
them.
Lazio was not
They had
technically small.
just won. They had
See,
won the UEFA Cup at
it's
least 2
not.
or 3 years
It
ago.
was not. It was not at the level that it was when AC Milan and Inter Milan dropped down, and it was just Juventus. It was not at that level, honestly. And when Bayern did their resurgence, personally, when they were doing it, what I told the first person that mentioned this thing to me was this. I said, when Bayern made that mistake and dropped down that area, they didn't even, I think there was a time they didn't even qualify for Champions League. Like a period of 1-2 seasons, they didn't go to Champions League. I told the person, said, they made that mistake. And I don't blame them. Like, if you have the muscle to flex and ensure that you're taking the quality from your league, when you're bringing players in, you won't say that the player needs to adjust to the speed of the league. Let them do it. So be it. But that is what it looked like. It looked like the smaller clubs, like Dortmund that you're talking about. Dortmund silently goes and buys one quality player that is not making the headlines as such, and they fit into their system, and the person balls, and then Bayern will just gently go and collect the player. Like the moment Lewandowski balls, but everybody just knew, hey, Lewandowski, he will go to Bayern. This one balls, because he balls, he will go to Bayern. Everybody just okay, he will go to Bayern. And it looked like the players at the time just, oh, okay, I'll go to Bayern, win my league. After that, I can go anywhere. I'll go to Juventus, win the league. After that, I don't care. I have one league title to my name at least. That's what it looked like. It looked like there was no way. Like before the season started, before the season started, you're like, okay, um, Juventus will win the league. Similar to what has been happening with Man City in recent time. But Man City's own was not Man City's own. The difference was the people that are supposed to be contesting with them, all of them are doing rebuild that they have no structure with the rebuilding. Arsenal has been rebuilding for how long? Man has been rebuilding for 10 years.
So who are the people that are supposed to be dipping their head in their eyes now? That I'm lost now. Is it people that they are unable to at least let them move their players to Juve? Let Juve show them how to win. At least let them have something. Do you know what will take a whole Thierry Henry to run away from a club of
Mr.
that
Arsenal.
of his
Of his soul. His
his
All right,
soul.
soul
all right. I call myself back.
to go
I'll be the
to go
Saratoga.
on
I'll be the Saratoga.
to be to go to go and to go and play for
It's
Barcelona
okay. It's okay.
as a slave, just to be able to know what it's like to lift a cup.
To win Champions League. It was Champions League that he wanted to
And now
host.
we are talking about not really Saratoga. Na Toba.
Well, when I incited this chat, one sec, let me just use the last 30 seconds to close this up.
Okay.
When I incited this topic, I was going to point out in the last couple of years, the winner between the person that finishes and becomes a champion, and the second against Serie A and the EPL, the quality and the difference is very clear. You're looking at the winner of Serie A, say for instance, last year, Inter 94 points, Milan 75. In EPL, you see 1 point gap, sometimes even same point, till the
Which one
last day.
point gap?
So the
If 1 point
quality,
gap, are you talking about Liverpool when Liverpool was really challenging? Because
yes,
it's not Arsenal. Arsenal was
yes,
not 1 point to.
no problem.
Uh,
They are still EPL. So that's where I was even coming from. So when you say we wish the EPL this year,
yes,
nah, chill.
yes.
It's just one of those years where everything just went off. But if it's competing like in the EPL,
Whose fault
that's
is
what
that?
even sells the EPL. We compete to the last day. We're not all about Juventus,
Whose fault is that? When Arsenal used to buy a striker. Eh?
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But on April 8th, Gyökeres might be there watching.
Yeah. Okay.
The season 2021. Man City was first, United was second. Man City won the league by 86 points, and Man U was 74. I'm just trying to because it's good. It's easier to quickly go and pick. Oh, it
Oh
happened last
yeah,
year. It happened 2 years.
yeah.
It didn't happen.
All right.
Wait, let me
Okay,
finish
hold
now.
on.
So that I let you finish. I want to be checking it side by side for you so that these things doesn't work the way you guys actually think it.
My own argument here is we see competition. We see what's happening in Italian league, happen in APL every year.
What
Or
is
in the last,
competition when you will never win it? We know before you got there, we know you are second. We know you will not win it. So what is the competition? Competition is when you have it in your mind that okay, the person second can win. The season Leicester City won the APL was the season that I knew that this season anything could happen. The season Leicester City won the EPL was the season that I knew, they are Tottenham to catch up. But you are telling me a season when we know. Go and check the beginning of the season. What is the odd that Man City would win the Premier League? It's always at 1.3, 1.4. So what are you telling me? And at the end of the day, Man City will win the league. The pundits are telling us what will happen, and it's happening. And you are saying it as if, we are surprised.
Honorable,
At
off
least I
your
finished
mic.
second. Aaron, I beg, please.
Honorable, off your mic.
Let
Off
us
your
just
mic.
move on with. Let's move away from
Honorable, off
this
your
from
mic.
this thing.
Off
Every
your
league
mic.
at every point
Honorable.
in time has been
Off your
okay. Look at this season. Look at this season. Inter Milan and Napoli. What is the difference? What is the difference between them? No, tell me.
Which is
2
what
points.
incited
Okay.
this
Should we
conversation.
now say now? I should come out and I say, EPL has lost its grit. EPL used to be very competitive, but this season, they started. It doesn't work like that because we know this things happen. It's a
Honorable.
league.
Honorable, sir.
It's a league.
Honorable, sir.
But the fact that if
Honorable.
Arsenal is a team that is second on the table and you believe that it is competitive, you are putting competitiveness with Arsenal
Honorable, off
finishing
your mic.
second on
Off
the
your
table,
mic.
then there's something wrong somewhere.
Honorable,
Psychologically,
off
there's
your
something
mic.
wrong.
Honorable, please.
You
Please.
better pray that Arsenal does not win the league next season or the season after.
How? Bro, let's see. I can bet in advance that Arsenal will still not win the league next season.
Ah, Harry,
How? No,
how,
see,
how much
how?
how much do you want to bet?
How much do you want to stake? Tell me. You tell me.
I don't know. I would like to give
10,000.
Namdi. I'd
I
like to give
will.
Namdi 5K
Okay.
and
All
Michelle
right.
maybe 5.
Well,
So let's make it
Okay.
see.
10, 20, 20. So I can
20.
Bodman, they collect.
I'm up.
Bodman,
my lord, my
Bodman,
lord,
they collect
my lord,
10% too.
my lord,
Bodman, they collect
my lord.
10%.
I'm game.
Who they collect
Arsenal is not
10%?
winning the league next season.
Okay.
Chef
Arsenal
for
is not winning the league next season. What they are saying now, I'm not. This is not the first time I'm hearing it. I'm not a kid. I didn't just start watching football yesterday. This same thing Henry told me. He has told me 4 years ago that next season they were going to win the league. He told me 3 years ago that next season they were going to win the league. So what is he saying 3 years ago that is not saying now? Tell me. No, just point that thing to me that is saying
Actually,
that
he's
is not
saying,
saying.
I will tell you what he's saying. I'll tell you. He
Say.
said, Gyökeres podcast.
You know, the word fate, right? When they say
No,
fate catch up with somebody,
you want to know the difference. Abi? You want to know the difference.
do you know how about they sign Gyökeres and then he
Uh-huh.
gets ACL the second week?
Ewo.
Mm.
Over. So Tunde, do you
So you
actually sit
think
down at night thinking of? Hold on, Tunde, do you think that sit down at night thinking of
Yes,
every possible
yes.
scenario that will end up with Arsenal not winning the league?
see,
Because
let me
this
say
thing,
this last thing. And I,
It's not that we think of every scenario. It's that every scenario we don't think of happens. Well, the only one scenario we don't think of is
What's this
Arsenal
guy
just
saying? What's this guy saying? What's
imploding
this guy saying?
and bottling every single
What's
see,
opportunity
let
to
me
make it right.
let me tell you.
It's
I
not
will
like
say
we
this
think
one.
of it. They just do it.
See,
We
I will
don't
say this one
imagine
thing,
it. Just
and that will be the last thing I will say. I won't say anything about whatever Arsenal wants
it's
to do to
okay.
Premier League. It's none of that my
Let's
business. And that thing is
let's
that
leave him
you
alone.
think Man City is stupid that at some point they add Haaland and Alvarez as their two strikers, two quality strikers, two strikers that will start in any team, take them anywhere, they will start. You think they are stupid to have those people starting for them? Go and look at when Chelsea won the league. They had two standard starting strikers. What does Arsenal have? Arsenal, they are normally, they don't even have a striker. Normally, by default, they only have generational talents. They don't have a striker. But at the end of the day, let's move on. I won't say anything anymore.
okay.